Hello, this is Michael Rice, aka The Connector, with another edition of The Connector Live. Yes, I haven't been on here for a minute, so I just thought I'd jump on here and do a quick Connector Live for you. I'm going to be doing a series of these. I'll call it the Personal Coaching Series, and in order to give you advice and strategies for dealing with whatever circumstances or situations, whether it's in the work, personal, or whatever. I was blessed to have great mentors and coaches in my life. I've spent the last couple of decades of my life dealing with families and individuals and youth and provide them with training and coaching on how to deal with circumstances and situations. And I want to share that with you for free. So today's topic is red flags. And everybody knows what a red flag is. Red flag is something that tells you something is wrong. It's a warning you get. It comes from your subconscious. It may come from your intuition, but it tells you, hey, don't go in there, right? Something wrong with this person, right? That something not right about that thing. This car, something tell me, no, not that one, right? So whatever person, place, or thing, it may be something about it that gives you a warning. It comes from inside. It may be the inner God that you have in there that's telling you, right? Because your experiences, your memories, and your subconscious stores all your experiences, and it actually is working to analyze situations and saying, hey, you've been in this situation before, don't go down there, do something different, right, so you can overcome and be better. Now, when I think about red flags, it reminds me of the story of the scorpion and the frog, right? And the situation goes is that the scorpion is standing by a river, and he needs to get to the other side. And the frog comes swimming by, and the scorpion calls out to him and says, yo, hey, can you give me a ride through the other side? And the frog turns around, looks at him and says, you must be kidding. You're a scorpion. If I give you a ride, you're going to sting me. He says, and the scorpion says, oh, no, I'm not going to sting you, man. I just want you to ride to get to the other side. That's all. Promise. Right? And the frog thinks about it for a minute, and against his better judgment, he offers the scorpion a ride. He said, oh, just on my back. And he's going across there, they go, and everything's going fine. And then halfway across, the frog feels a sting in his back. And he says, oh, no, man, why would you do that? Why would you sting me? Now we both going to die. And he looks at the scorpion, and the scorpion replies, hey, well, I was a scorpion in the first place. And that situation, that's the red flag. The frog had a red flag. He knew in his mind, in his spirit, from his experience, from the people around him, that this was not the right person. I don't need to deal with this person. This is going to be detrimental. This is going to be a detrimental situation. And his intuition was telling him that. His subconscious was telling him that, but he ignored it. He ignored the red flag. It reminded me of one time I was on a job, right? And actually I was going for an interview for a job. And during the interview, they were asking me, they gave me all these scenarios, right? What would you do if your employee was coming late all the time? What would you do if their work was already substandard? What would you do if they left early? What would you do if they talked back to you? How would you deal with a situation where they were going to rebel or whatever? And I was like, oh, wow. I was just hitting them questions, giving them the answers. I was thinking, yeah, okay. Not thinking in my mind is that what they were describing to me was the actual job, workplace scenarios were true. And when I got on that job, I realized, oh, wow, that was a red flag. I knew in my mind, I said, why would they be all these negative examples? That was a red flag. Another example of red flag, you're going out, you're even networking or you're dating, and then the person you're networking whatever with, and you'll get a table in a restaurant, and the person you're with sees the money from the last person they left for a tip for the waiter, and they pick up the money, put it in their pocket. Red flag tells you something about them. Or another case scenario is that the person that you're with, when they come in contact with a cab driver, Uber driver, doorman, maitre d' waiter, they treat these people, they demean them, right? They act like they're better than them. Red flag. So I want you to look out for those red flags. Now, the deal is that, we know there's two things, right? Just mistakes and the consequences. That's the reality situation. A mistake is when you have no prior knowledge and you're doing it for the first time. And you can make an error in judgment. You don't know this person. You've never been to this place. If you go to a restaurant and the food is substandard and then you go back to the restaurant, that's not a mistake. That's a choice, right? If you go out with somebody and you have a bad experience with them and then you go out with them again, that's a choice. That's not a mistake. First time, mistake. Second time, a choice. So I want you to be able to make the correct choices in your life so that you can live the best life possible. And this is Michael Rice, aka The Connector, saying keep connecting with your mind, your body, and your spirit. And then join us because we're building a magnificent network, one relationship at a time. And join us. If you want some more information, go to www.michaelricespeaks.com and then sign up and you'll be in the club. See you.